First, got some Wessex blades, turn the Scramasax when I get to the point where I'm doing the butt cap on the end. So there he is. This is the bit that goes on there. So I've drilled a hole and I'm just using a bigger drill bit just to get the burr off, like this, and then I'll get a small file and copy the squarish shape of that tang in there so it fits pretty much neatly into that hole, and then I'll chamfer the edges down like a countersink effect, so when I smack that metal down and mushroom it over, it'll fill the gap. So I've got some handy small files and drill bits or job at the moment, very fiddly. But my pillar drill hasn't got the right chuck key, so if I put something in this, if it did fit in a chuck, it would just slip anyway. So it was all by hand. See in a bit. How'd you get out of there, eh? Okay, minor disaster. Didn't peen, it just bent. So I've had to remove the handle and have to start again. Different butt cap. Might better use the original one. And try again. Hopefully the stock's a bit thicker there and won't bend on you. So it's just, what was happening, it was getting hit by the hammer and was just disappearing down inside the wood. Or it's not enough strength in it. Right, seeing as it's Christmas Eve, I'm not going to leave it on a disaster. So what I've done is I've took a piece off the handle. The tang is now squarer, so I've squared the hole in a little butt cap, and I've just cranked it right up in the vice, and a G-clamp, so that the butt cap is stressed against the guard, and there's epoxy in there, and hopefully, because that is bonded onto there, it won't move as much when I try and peen the end over. The other one I did was fine. This one, it just didn't want to bend. It didn't want to peen over. All it wanted to do was bend. You think if it was soft enough to peen, it bent anyway. Anyway, so let's try and end on an up. FPS bloke's given me something. You remember he had a nice little Whitby knife. Well, he's passed on to me his old Schrade, which is this liner lock here, plastic sides on it, so it's not going to take much because it's like that, but the steel is really cool. It's got a lovely sweepy point on it and a belt clip, so thank you, Joe. Cheered me on, really nice. So I'll have a bit of a play with this whilst it's glowing. I don't know how much more I'll get done today. I hope I haven't run out of time. Say lovely. It's got That is a really sweet blade. It's got a hell of a thumb stud. I mean, look at that. Liner lock, so push that thing down there. It even says press. Press on it. There you go, so it's totally plastic, but it doesn't weigh anything. Who's not going to put it in your pack if you've got access to something gorgeous as that? Comes across as hollow ground. There, I'll put just a straight edge on there for now. Lovely. Find something to cut. Small stick. For a lightweight, very nice. Thank you, Joe. And because I'll be on this a very long time, peening this end over, turning it in from a tower into like a mushroom, I'm not going to be holding the hammer by the handle. There are hammers that you use sideways, and it's like Rapusin or something, a Rapusin hammer. So I'm actually going to use that sort of technique. I'm going to counterbalance the weight of the handle against the head, So I'll end up doing something like this. Because it's far easier and allow me to keep it going for longer. You missed something almost funny. I'm there banging away on the bench with a hammer. My cooling tank. So floors get wet. Anyway, back in the vise like this. Whilst it's gluing, I can file the excess off. I should be a while. A bit of a trial this one. The tail just keeps bending. It won't pin down. I just won't do it. I'll even heat it up. It just wants to bend. Yeah. So I sort of caught up behind it and hit it very hard. That's sort of worked. So perhaps using the bigger hammer might have been a better idea. Rather than do it properly with like a light hammer, gently clean it over. So I've got the butt cap back on again. The guard's back up against the stops. And I'll just let that epoxy. So there she is. Clean it up later. Boxing Day morning. Of course, my dad's left-handed. Right away up, look. Right down to there. Notching.